Welcome, everyone, to Rice-Eccles Stadium and one of the most intimidating environments in all of college football, mostly because the Utah Utes are always a handful. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams, a mid-season top 10 showdown, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Here's the handoff. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, the middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. To the air, it's Howard. Throws to the back. It's complete on the right side. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On second down, he'll let it fly. Now adjusting. Finds his man. It's Judkins. Spins away. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Just steamrolling the defense. And they corral him at the 2-yard line. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll send out the kicker here. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. And if they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Takes a handoff. It's Bernard. Bulls his way forward. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Wide out in motion. They'll give it to him again.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw. It's Rising. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It falls incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field to get things started back up. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The Utes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The offense lining up for a first down play. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pass to 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wants to throw. It's Howard. Fires left. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And you have chances like that. When you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they will score! Touchdown, Utes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to New Mexico. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up 4th down.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for room, it's Bernard. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd hoped to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Back to pass, it's Howard. He'll pull it down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Line getting set on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Judkins. Smashes through. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Got it, looking for the 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. For jet sweep pass. Across the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's rising. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Gonna take a shot. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Returns ready to go back on the attack. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll keep it on the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now 3rd down becomes very manageable. It's not 3rd in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Think about those guys on the move, man. He's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Looking downfield, it's rising. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Holds it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Gonna run it. It's Henderson. Powers through the defender. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Snap it to the back. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. They'll test the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll run it to the right side. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Utah! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes are in the hurry up. To the air, it's Howard. Firing to the right, complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Looking deep down the right side. And he grabs it at the 15. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. He wants it all. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for a gap. It's Bernard. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter.
Utah 17, Ohio State 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Dropping back, it's Rising. Makes his connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes if you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
And the Utes are on the move. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At the 35, he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the left side. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Makes the catch. It's Ibuka. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Second and very short here for the offense. Dropping back, it's Howard. Got a man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Pulls it in. It's Judkins. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return.